Welcome back to Marble Saga. Good Orimpa. Where are we going?
That's right. I'm guessing it's a pinballistic velocitizer calibration array. Cosmo!
Why are we calibrating?
Are you making this up?
Yes!
I have an idea. I'll explore, and I'll talk to you guys if I can't figure things out myself.
And then I'll make up more stuff.
Alright. Step 1 done.
Bounce the wedges to rotate
Game's
them.
actually telling me to ask them what to do anyways.
These are like normal switches, but you need to launch your ball at them to trigger them. Impatient you are! Destroy you, your fears will!
Now Cos was just complaining at me. Hey, this is actually basically like a bubble that we had to do. How many we're about 60 seconds in, and I'm already thinking of another game. This is like in Battle for King Bottom when you have to bubble up a ramp like that to the normal layer to activate the whole Rube Goldberg machine. Look, have you ever used Windows XP?
And the knowledge of hamsters.
You don't have to ask why one would have pinball in space, it's just a fact of life.
Jimmy reminds me of a hamster when he's in his balls. He's so cute.
You can't see me run around in my ball.
Pinball in space? But why?
Okay, though. Now let's actually try to do something somewhat productive. That's interesting. So what do we do here? So that's probably gonna do much for me yet.
Ball into the velocitizer to be launched.
Yeah, but is that gonna take me where I want to be? I imagine it's not. I should become curious now. You're saying I don't bounce back the same angle. There we go. That should make something a little bit more interesting happen. Seems like I have to be hit into those switches with some serious force, though. For to work. That opens up for me? Let me in.
Pinball in space? But why? A space door. It looks designed to be used with a pinball.
Oh, obviously.
Impatient you are! Destroy you, your fears will!
I just want to hear what you have to say about the space door. Zoom! Oh, camera, you're switching around. You can't make up your mind. Camera angle changes, so that makes my controls change suddenly. Alright, though. Well, it happens to go the other way. Game, you're making this hard. I changed the camera on me like that. Because all of a sudden it reverses the direction they need to hold the stick in. Okay. Now where do we want to go? I don't really know how you managed to ground pound in this thing, but whatever. I don't really know how a person manages to ground pound to begin with, now that I think about it, but still. Secret passage. Whoa. This thing has such momentum, I love it. Yeah! Zoom! Look at us go! Jeez. He's trying to get that little piston whatever thing there. I get some serious speed on my own. Zoom. Whoa! Oh man, the physics are gonna be... This thing must be able to, like, get out of bounds somewhere or something, because look how much air we can get just by bumping into things. I wonder how much momentum you can save by spinning around a little bit as you're... by rotating as you're... but turning, that's the most normal word to use for this. By turning as you go. Let's see if I can just like get fast enough just right on the wall. That'd be really cool. I kinda did it there actually, but here is just the longest straightaway I can find. He goes super fast. Oh, actually? I'm just having too much fun with this. Watch this. Ah! Not quite what I was going for. I'm sure you can do those. Not that it would like accomplish anything. And we play video games to have fun, don't we? So, not too concerned about the silliness of this. Darn. You basically go in a circle, so you could go back here and probably just re-enter where you came from at full speed. Which probably won't accomplish anything, it'll just be fun and cool. Yeah! Here we go! Look at that speed! We're going, we're doing it. Beautiful. Music's so excited with us too. Now, where does this take us? So this is over here? Oh, I see. Zoom. Oh, it actually does get excited. I always have the volume pretty low, so I can't hear it very well. The music actually gets excited as you go faster. Oh, that is so motivating. Now I really do want to just run around in a circle forever. I don't think you need to be excited with me. Share in my joy. Look at those motion lines that aren't actually very motive. Okay. Where does this take us then? There we go. It looks good. Beautiful. How much time did I manage to spend on that? Only about 5 minutes, actually. It's a lot longer than that. People say time flies when you're having fun. This is where we just were. Wrong way. Here we go.
Locked! Hit a switch or a target. Maybe that'll loosen it up.
Oh, I did that.
This must be the work of a diabolically evil simpleton.
Who?
Velocitizing is based on
Patrick
pinball.
Star?
All the science is in making it bigger.
This must be the work of a
Sometimes I just miss what
diabolically
somebody's
evil
saying because I'm just
simpleton.
confused about what they said previously.
Pinball in space, but why?
What?
Velocitizing is based on pinball. All the science is in making it bigger.
No, I'm making velocity bigger, I see. Oh, jeez. It must be possible. It probably isn't because of how the physics works in this. I want to just, like, get enough speed to go in a circle here. Just, like, spin around. Do 360. Can't, though, it seems like. Not unless you came here with a lot of speed. In fact... Music! Yeah, you can kind of do it there. Because you hit that turn real hard. Ah, not quite. Whoa. You might be able to do it. Ah, not quite. The way the physics works, you can't really get pushed the opposite direction where you're already going. No, you just hit the ceiling, basically. Darn it. This is my favorite wish yet by such a large margin. I'm having so much fun with this. I love it when I can say that in a game. Which I guess isn't a particularly profound thing. Having fun in a game is good. But it feels like the game has fun with me. That's why dynamic music is cool. So few games do that, and I realize it takes so much more work. But music that changes, even if you just have like an extra layer of music that just gets louder or quieter based on your speed, that alone makes such a big difference in the experience to me. And the main example I can think of is actually SX Tricky,
This is a velocitizer. It'll shoot your podule around.
where the music on each track will actually change depending on what part of the track you're in, so you always learn to associate certain parts of each song with certain parts of the track. But that's a pretty different use case than what we're doing here. But it also works just as well. Oh. And so we actually want this thing to point us. So if you don't believe it, around like that one little section that I fell into, remind me just a little bit of a random area from... What area even was that? The place with the giant hotel in the original Tony Hawk's Underground. Oh, I think I want to... No, I already went there. Oh, do I want to go to this button? But then the half-pipe looking things next to each other remind me instead of Wii Ski and Snowboard. I mean, this game reminding you of the games constantly apparently isn't a bad thing. It's usually things that I like that I'm being reminded of, so all the better, I guess. But I already did that. I guess? Yeah, that was the first thing I did, wasn't it? Actually, I forgot to mention, there's actually a Flash game I reminded of by the whole... Well, I mentioned this pinball was like a Zorb. I was actually saying that in reference to a Flash game in which you... One of the many vehicles, one command is a Zorb. Have I not hit this one on the right here? Kind of losing track now that I'm talking so much about random things. I feel like that must be it. So I can open this door. There we go. Now I can hit the last button. There we go. Across the gap. That would give me a thumbs up if this was Wii Ski and Snowboard. It's actually a Flash game I want to do a playthrough of at some point. In fact, I should do that soon if I'm ever going to do it. But at the same time, hard racing that game gets kind of long and tedious, even though I really like it. I know.
Get around when they're in a hurry.
Teleporters from space, man.
Jimmy reminds me of a hamster when he's in his ball.
But it's a Flash game, and those things are kind of on a timer. I'm not going the right way because our arrow is pointing me in the right way. Also, another thing I didn't mention, part of the reason I want to go in circles around here, in these little circular tubes, is more reminded of other things. The whole reason for it is in SSX Tricky in Alaska, there's a section where you can do exactly that, where you're in a really tight space like this towards the end of the track, and you can actually do precisely that. Roll around in a circle. Ooh, Vicky. Interesting.
Ooh, shiny.
Oh no. Stuck! There you go. Oh, it's not a video of me, it's just a video of you guys. That's no problem then.
So, here we are, behind glass.
I'm pretty. I deserve to be displayed.
So how do we open Vicky's evil space door?
I like how we're just gonna ignore what Cosmo's saying.
Small, portable power cells.
And where
How
do
many
we
things does
find
Cosmo
those?
say in this game
You
that
can
are
buy
just
them in
ignored?
stores, but on Earth, not in space.
On the other hand, Cosmo
Like
or
that.
I should shrink to tiny size.
Actually, no, what he
infiltrate
said there
the
was actually
high-tech
relevant.
systems here and swipe a few from Vicky.
That sounds like a good plan.
Who's
Good
gonna
idea,
do it?
Marble.
Me? Wanda? Me? Wanda? Me?
I actually played as one the last time. It's kind of weird and random that you do this, but slightly short episode, but I'll make a later episode longer to make up for it, most likely. That being next episode. But we'll be as Cosmo in the next episode, who for some reason has a much smaller crown, which I don't think is usually the case. I don't know why his crown is so small compared to Wanda's, but whatever. Bye everyone.